Hello everyone, welcome back to Agvis Africa. It's Dixon here again with you from AAA Studio. Today we'll be having a look at the D5 Renders new release update 2.0. It's really their biggest update so far. Quite exciting things to show you today. So let's dive right into it. So this is your D5. I've got some projects that I'm working on, hence I have my recent projects. And if you go to Workflow basically allows you to download the plugins for these softwares if you're using any of these softwares. And then also if you go to Explore, you can basically also download a demo scene that you can have a look at what is in. So let's go to my recent and just open any of these projects. Okay, so you can see how beautiful they've designed this interface. That they've got two panels. They've got the left panel and the right panel. And the left panel is basically about your scene. It allows you to import objects. And then your right panel is about your environment and your effects. And then you have here your menu, which allows you to open, save, import. Then you've got your edit, basically allows you to undo, redo, lock, align, group. Then you've got your view, your insert lights and spotlights. Then you've got window. So with the window, you can basically hide your left sidebar. Okay, so you can see I just hit that, and you can also hide your right one, and then you have your screen all to yourself. And I think this will be quite nice if you are taking your client through your design and you don't want to have your panels kind of interfering. You can just take that off. Okay, so let's just bring them back by pressing F10 and F11. We can do that to bring it back. Okay, so now and then we've got the assets here. If you click on that, it will take you to assets, but we'll have a look at the assets quickly. And then you have your here you have your quick select tool, which allows you to kind of move, scale, material picker as well. And then here we've got quick selection of adding lights, part 2, also kind of part 2 for vegetation and also for particles. So we're going to have a look at those things also. And then we've got our camera, which if you click gives you option to basically let's just get closer to our model. Basically gives you option to control your camera, add depth of field and other kind of settings in the camera. Then you've got display, where we can display wireframe, clay model. We can choose whether we want it to be real time or not. Okay, so we've got these there. And then here also we can choose whether we want to orbit or fly through. Okay, so and then you have your right panel. So our right panel basically is about your environment and your effects, and we will look at the weather system that has been added as well. You can see the weather system that they've added, which is quite really nice. Okay, so you can see here you can add more clouds to your sky as well. You can switch it on and off, but we will have a look at the wind as well, how to kind of use the wind. And then we've got the image, which when you click on the image allows you to go to your settings for your render. And one of the new addition, which is quite nice, is the ability to render 16K, and 16K really gives you a high quality image for your close-up shots, and so you can render your 16K. You can also, this is an old kind of tool that was there that allows you to render Q, which means you can add more scenes, and you click render as you sip some tea or take a walk around the block and come back and your render is done. Okay, so let's close that and let's go back to assets. This is what I am really enjoying. I think the D5 render team has really listened to our suggestions and some of the concerns that some of the users had, and they've really listened to us. So if you go to assets, I particularly was looking forward to having the ability to search, and now I can search. The search is there. So if I'm looking for let's say a table, I can basically just search table, and it will just really select like tables only for me. If I am in the materials as well, I can just say tiles, or I don't know, you can type something and you basically just pick up all the tiles out for you, which is really makes work easy and fast as well for us. Okay, and then what they've also added, apart from the search, is also being able to select, like add your favorites. So you can highlight or click on the heart here, and then you know that these are like your favorite assets that you use, which I think is also really a cool option there. So let's have a look. I like this because I like this interface very much, because with this interface I can basically, if I have two screens, I can basically drag this to another screen, and when it's on the other screen, I can just maximize the library and basically have a look at what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's just go through some of the new things. For example, if you go to, let's say, buildings, for example, and these are quite nice in terms of like setting out like a background. It's really nice to use some of these images. I mean, some of these buildings in your renders. I want to show you an image, a render that I just did, just testing 2.0. Just want to show you. And as I'm looking for it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. Just want to show you quickly, so you can see what I was talking about. These models, these buildings are from 2.0, which you can add in your scene, which I think is really, really nice. Let's look at some furniture. Over 2,000 furniture that you can add. This is fantastic. This is really great. Over 2,000 furniture that you can add, and they've also categorized it. So you can go to sofa, and you have only sofa. This is amazing. So I hope you guys are trying it out. If you haven't, go to d5render.com, download the community version, try it out, and you will fall in love with the software. And if I go to also materials, this is something that we also mentioned, and they've listened. We mentioned that they should really kind of organize their materials well, And now you can see they have walls and roof, and they have paint. And if you go there, and then you have wall paint. So yeah, stone, you've got marble, granite. They've really arranged the materials quite nicely. You can see. And then if we go back to the models, you can see what they've done also is that they've brought some animals. We need to make our renders and our animations live. So what they've done is that they've brought this animals here that we can add in our scenes. You can see here fox, they have dogs, they have fish, they have birds, they have rabbits, they have cats. This is really exciting. Let's put one of these animals in our scene, just to kind of show. Let's see which one I've already downloaded. There. I'm just going to change the display to real time so that it shows the movement. You can see the really nice that they've added. Okay. Then if we go to particles, we can see also in particles that they've added new things, new particles. They've added some fountain there. You can see they've added some waterfall. Let's bring some waterfall. Oh. Let's put some waterfall there. Okay, there you go. So in 2.0, if you want to add a scene, you can just click here to add a scene. There you've got a scene. Yeah, you can add another one as well by clicking there. You've got another scene there. These are objects from D5 render, and if you've imported something, you go to import, you have imported thing. If you want to import any model from other sources like SketchUp, 3ds Max, you can click here and then just select and add into your scene. Okay. One other addition is the 3D grass. Okay, so let me just quickly close this. I hope you guys are really enjoying this. I'm going to explore this. I think you're going to really like. I also like the accessories. So in the accessories, there you go. They've got books, they've got ornaments, they've got wall decorations. This is really nice. This is really nice. You have no excuse in terms of creating stunning images. This is really exciting times ahead of us. Okay, so let's close that. Okay. Okay. Okay, great. So I was talking about a 3D grass. So let's do that. So what we're going to do by adding a 3D grass is basically selecting the object that you want to apply the 3D grass to, and then you just go to your the inspector, your what do you call it, your right panel, and then material template, you click here, then you choose grass, and then immediately you have your 3D grass. There you go, you have it. And once you have this, you can basically, if you want to change color, you can do that. So if it is about color that you want to change, you can change color. Or if it's about texture or a map, you can just also click and choose your own map that you want to add. You can kind of work with the normal, the specular, the roughness, the height as well. You can play with the height as well. So this kind of speed the process. You don't have to be going through the process of adding grass one by one. But I think this can be like a base, especially when you're doing like a big scene. You can use this. But when I'm doing like a close-up shot, I wouldn't mind placing the models from the assets in terms of the grass. Okay, so that is one of the new additions. And then on the top of our screen here, we've got the add light, the path tool, which I want to show you, because there we can click and we can either add character or vehicle. So let's add a character. Okay, so we're going to add a character. We select the character, and then we add the path that we want the character to take. There you go. And if I click on done, I can I always reduce the density so that I don't have seeing a lot of people going in there, because it's only one person that I've selected. And again, you can edit the path. So if I click on edit, I can basically move this node or this point to kind of change the direction of the person and the way they are walking. I can add another one to it as well there. Okay. Yeah, and we can do the same thing with our vehicle. Okay, so let's have a vehicle coming in. Going from there to there. And you say done, we can change it to one single lane, and then we can also reduce the speed as well. We can reduce the speed. Okay. Really nice in terms of what they have added to 2.0. Let's have a look at the wind. So we can turn on the wind, but to be able to see it, let's bring in a tree, and then we're going to bring in a tree. And when you bring in the tree, you see all the trees that have these icons here. Basically, the wind can blow it. Okay, so let's see if it's already. I thought I had one that I've already. Okay, this one is downloaded. Okay, so let's pick that. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so then we can also increase the speed, the strength of the wind. You can see there is blowing, and we can also kind of change the direction of the wind. Okay, this is really nice addition. This really kind of make our animations look real and look exciting. And one thing they've also added, which I'm just going to kind of explain that quickly. I'm going to add an asset. I'm going to add like a TV into our scene, for example. Yeah, let me pick this one. So what they've done is that I imported it. I have it here. I just click on it, and then I'll have my object coming in. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is my TV. There it is. They have increased the size of video to 200 megabytes, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to press I to just pick this material, and then I am going to go to material template and I'll add video. And once I add video, I go to the video there, and I'm going to select a video that I have, and I'll just put it there, and I'm going to just change the scale to like 1, and there you go. This is really, really cool. Okay, so that's quite nice. The 2.0, which I'll also try and explore in some of the work that I do. The amount of light source that it supports, the amount of light source in a scene, over 1,000 lights can be in one scene. And also it has a capability to support big scenes. So I can't wait to explore that. I can't wait to explore big scenes and a lot of lights, and to see how it'll kind of work. I hope you like this tutorial, this review of 2.0, D5 2.0. A big thank you to the team. I really think they've done a great job, and we are all excited and looking forward to the future of D5 render. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen, and hope to create some more tutorials using 2.0, and enjoy, explore, and see you next time. Bye.